What's up friends, and welcome back to another Android TV box review. This one is called the Octastream Elite Max and it's a live TV and video on demand model. So this is yet again another model providing live TV and video on demand, and it's an elite model, so we can expect to see an additional app for streaming. So my full review is up next, stay tuned. So welcome back, and in this purchase you have your standard Android TV box contents, starting with the Elite Max model itself. You get a wireless air mouse, and we have not seen one of these included in your purchase for some time. You get one HDMI cable, your DC power adapter, one IR extender cable, and a user manual. So its design consists of an upper plastic shell with polished edges, an LED power light, and a pair of Wi-Fi 6 antennas to its rear. For connecting ports, it has one HDMI 2.1 port, one Ethernet LAN port, one optical audio port, one AV port, one IR extender port, and its DC input socket. For connecting external storage, it comes with one USB 3.0, one USB 2.0, and a micro SD card reader. You also have its reset button located here on the side. At the front, you have its LED power light and an LED display. And to its base, has a metal panel with 4 rubber feet with no ventilation holes. So its boot up process includes a simple Octastream animation. Then you're taken directly to the launcher with no startup wizard. So this is the launcher, and it has a simple layout with 15 shortcut spaces for easy access to your favorite apps. If you open the app section, these are the apps that come pre-installed, and as you can see, there are no live TV or video on demand apps. However, once you connect to the internet, it will download a shortcut to install an APK app store. So as we move along, let's have a look at its firmware features. So its basic system information shows that it's running on Android 12 tvOS, and here is its firmware build information with access to developer options. It has 4K display up to 60Hz when connected to my 4K TV. It has up to HDR10 display with auto HDR feature. It has a built-in screen rotation feature, but it does not work. You get up to 10-bit color depth. You have HDMI CEC options. And you get audio pass-through because it does not support any built-in surround sound audio decoders. Now for its firmware and hardware information. The manufacturer of this chipset is Allwinner, and it has 4GB of DDR4 RAM and 128GB of internal storage with Bluetooth 5.0. Its CPU is the Allwinner H313/H616, a quad-core Cortex A53 processor clocked at 1.5 GHz, configured in 32-bit mode. Its display adapter is the Mali G31 with OpenGL ES version 3.2. Its network adapter is a Wi-Fi 6AX model, and it provides dual band 2.4 GHz plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi. Its Android version is version 12. However, under its About section, it states that it's Android TV OS, but it's actually the hybrid version with the Android mobile interface. Its Google Play Store is the mobile version, and you also get root access, as I will show you in just a moment. Its GPU has Vulkan support API version 1.1. It has an idle operating temperature of 68 degrees Celsius, and it comes with your standard 4K HDR video decoders with no surround sound audio decoders listed. For digital rights management to watch Netflix in HD and 4K, it only has Google Widevine Level 3 with no HDCP protection. Also, the root checker app shows that the firmware is rooted. So all paid movie subscription services will be restricted to 480p resolution on this box, even if you are paying for an HD account. For watching YouTube videos, I've installed and tried both versions, the Android TV version and the Smart YouTube TV version, and both apps play 4K videos, however, you don't get HDR. For screen mirroring, it comes with the official version of Miracast, and it actually works for once. And it can mirror and cast your Android cell phones in HD 1080p quality. I will now play some 4K HDR videos, but please note this box can only process HDR10. You don't get HLG, AV1, Dolby Vision or HDR10 Plus, simply because it does not have the built-in decoders for them. So each video I play will trigger the HDR10 format. So this is an HDR10 video. This is a Dolby Vision video and it plays as HDR10. This is a Dolby Vision video with Dolby Atmos and it makes a buzzing sound. This is an HDR10 Plus video and it makes the same buzzing sound. And this is an official HLG video, but as mentioned, it only triggers the HDR10 format. When it comes to surround sound audio, the Elite Max behaves quite differently than when it's connected directly to my TV. For example, the buzzing sound you heard when I played certain file formats doesn't happen when it's connected to my AV receiver. So let's take a look at what formats we get. So when connected using multi-speaker configuration, it produces Dolby Atmos.
This is Dolby Atmos, the world's first object-based cinematic audio. With powerful moving audio that transcends from channels.
When set to front surround speaker configuration, you get Dolby Digital Plus.
What is this place? Come on, you guys, let's go!
Captures the full extent.
Do you want to know my secret?
The same Dolby Vision video that was making the buzzing sound, when set to multi-configuration, it produces Dolby Atmos. And when set to front configuration, it produces a Dolby Digital Plus. If I attempt to play a Dolby True HD video, and that is in the MKV and M2 TS file formats, they do not play. When I play a DTS HD master audio video, it triggers DTS Virtual X, which from my speaker configuration sounds pretty good. When I play this HDR10 Plus video that was buzzing when connected to my TV, now produces Dolby Surround on multi-speaker configuration. And when I switch to front speaker configuration, it produces Dolby Digital Plus. So depending on the features of your TV, soundbar, or AV receiver, you may get different results for surround sound audio. And you can only get these formats when you enable audio pass-through in the settings area. For playing Android games, you have to be careful because temperatures can rise into the 80s. As you can see here, it's reading 81 degrees Celsius, and this is not healthy for the chipset over lengthy periods. Also, its CPU is only clocked at 1.5 GHz, so its hardware is not designed for high graphics Android gaming. There are games that will play, but the graphics details will be below average. As for Bluetooth, I connected my Gamepad without issues, and I was able to play these Android games without latency. However, not all Android games can use a Gamepad, so you will have to use a Gamepad keymapping apps for games that require a touchscreen function.
Everybody, regroup.
So to close things off, let's take a look at some benchmarks and where it ranks on my TVBox rankings chart. First, the recorded speeds of its RAM and internal storage. It has a RAM transfer speed of 2,874 megabytes per second. Its internal storage has a read speed of 155 megabytes per second and a write speed of 152 megabytes per second. Next, I have the results of its Wi-Fi 6 network adapter and its Gigabit Ethernet LAN port. Based on my internet speed of 315 megabits per second using a Wi-Fi 6 router, its 5 GHz band reached the maximum speed of my network. Its 2.4 GHz band, and I believe this is due to using a better network adapter, exceeds the standard recorded speeds by averaging around 235 megabits per second. And its LAN port is a Gigabit LAN port, and it also achieves the maximum speed of my network. In benchmarking its CPU's single-core and multi-core threading performance, the Geekbench 5 CPU benchmark produced a score of 111 single-core and 376 multi-core. In benchmarking its GPU's graphics performance, the 3DMark Wild Live test produced a score of 129 with an average FPS of 0.77. And in the Antutu benchmark, it scored 76,566. So let's now see where it ranks on my chart. So at the time of making this video, the Octastream Elite Max is at position 93 based on its Antutu benchmark score. It received a 3 out of 5 star rating, and I placed a link here which will take you directly to the product page. If you would like to view this chart to compare the rest of its benchmarks to other boxes in this list, I placed a link in the description below this video. So viewers, there you have it. This was my full review of the Octastream Elite Max live TV and video on demand streaming box. So if you would like to grab one, I placed a link in the description where you can get it at a discounted price with the included coupon. And a quick disclaimer, this video is promotional, but I also try my best to deliver all of the pros and cons so you can view it before you decide to purchase. So the link in the description is an affiliate link, and if you decide to purchase, I earn a small commission when you decide to do so. So thanks in advance for your support. Also, before leaving, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way in supporting the work that I do here, and it also ensures that you receive a notification when I release new videos, offer second-hand prices, or decide to do a giveaway. Thanks again for watching, stay connected, and see you in the next one.